Hi guys, we're going to try something different today. Hope you enjoy this. We're going to go, I got 10 points to pop out. Urban versus country homesteading. You don't, you don't have to have a lot of property to be a homestead. Homesteading's wherever you want to be. It's pretty much just that simple. Your space available. Granted, if you're in the urban setting, you got to understand you are going to be a little limited on space. Um, if you're in apartment buildings, okay, we'll use that as an example today. If you're in apartment settings, your balcony, your patio, however, whatever, um, grow container. Go get a 5-gallon bucket. Go get 2 or 3. As long as they have sun, you can grow just about anything you want. I know that tomatoes, peppers do very well in containers. Very well. Um, I know people that have grown zucchini. Granted, you lose the zucchini is a vine plant, and it will take up some room. But with a little grooming, you can make it work. So you definitely can grow all you want. Go vertical. They have those stands. I don't have any links for those. I wish I did. Otherwise, I could give them to you. But you can check for those on Amazon, um, Home Depot, Lowe's. There's a lot of stores that sell the vertical planters. I know people that grow strawberries in there. Oh lordy, they grow a lot of strawberries. That's a gimme. I do have notes. Get a little older here. I can't remember all this stuff. Okay, so we're okay. I'm going to give you 10 points. We will break this up into 2 videos. I don't want to make them too long. I don't like the long videos. Well, the short videos are fine too, but I'd rather at least try to cover something here and that. So now your zoning and regulations. I know a lot of towns that do not allow you to catch rainwater. They don't want you to compost. They don't want animals. Okay, I know a lot more places are allowing chickens, which I want to get chickens. Yes, I live in the suburbs, okay, but that doesn't mean I don't have a homestead. I have garden space. I have room for chickens. I just haven't got them yet. I do have a greenhouse, which we'll go over that here in another video. But there's plenty of space for me to grow what I need, and I store that through the winter months. I know that for the most part. You can go basically all winter long growing if you wanted to. You just got to get creative, which you can do that. That's not a big thing. Out in the country, as far as rezoning laws, okay, you have more property. Okay, we all know that. If you're out, you're an acre, 2 acres, 5 acres, however you want to be. You don't really have any restrictions as to what you can grow or where you're going to put your garden. Okay. Livestock, chickens, pigs. You have a little bit more property. You can do cows, orchards. Now, orchards is the way to go. You can grow apples, pears, plums, peaches. Just depends on the climate for where you're located at. That's going to be one of those big things. So, now, access to your supplies. Okay, in the urban, you're in town. Well, you could go to any of the big box stores, any little feed stores. You're talking 15, 20 minutes away. Out in the country now, it depends on where you're at. If you're an hour away from town, and that's the only place you're going to get your supplies, you also got to remember that at that point, it's going to be an hour there and an hour back, plus your shopping time. Okay, so that's also going to take up some of your, day for the most part. If I was in the country, what I would probably do is I would set a day each week to where I go to town. And during that week, while I'm waiting, I would be writing down a list of everything I need to get. So if I'm going into town, I will waste a day going to town, get everything, then come back, and then I have everything I need for the next week. I have all my feed, I have my staple food, um, and I have building materials if I need to be building anything. I'd rather just do it one day, be done with it. In the urban, in town, you could go 2, 3 times a day and it isn't going to kill your whole day. So that's another one there in that. I know another one is your community support. We'll go with that. In your urban, you're going to have more people like-minded. You just got to track them down. There's plenty of groups online, Facebook. I don't know all the other ones, but there's plenty of resources where you can join clubs. You can go. They probably have a community garden where you could plant. If you're in an apartment and you want to grow a little bit more, if you're contributing, from what I understand, if you're contributing, you can take also. All they probably really ask is don't be a pig. Come on, let's just face it, okay? Be courteous. Leave something for everybody because you're adding to it, okay? Out in the country, you have a little bit more space, but at the same time, there is other people doing the same thing you want to do. They want to be a little more self-sufficient. They want a little more privacy. Okay, I understand that, which is fine. But at the same time, you're going to find that you can barter things. If you need a field plowed up and you don't have a tractor, but your neighbor does, and you notice that their shed, porch is in ill repair, okay, barter with them. Say, hey, I'd like about an acre of my land plowed up with your tractor. If you would want to do that, I'd love to help you out on repairing, your shed, your porch, the roof, either which one. I mean, barter out on it. So you have plenty of stuff there. As far as for your scale, for growing size-wise, well, now urban. If you are in an apartment, you're not going to be able to grow as much. Okay, we know that. That's not a problem. But anything you can grow, I would definitely recommend to grow easily. Tomatoes, peppers. If you get little planter boxes, those are kind of cool because you can get them fairly deep, or you build it yourself if you have the means. And you can grow carrots, onions, radishes. You grow Brussels sprouts. Grow those in a bucket. There's plenty of things you can do. So there's no problem there in that. Out in the country, grow as much as you want. If you have the means to store it, can it, dehydrate, freeze dry, any of those means, by all means, stock up for the winter. It depends. Where I'm at, we don't get a lot of snow, so I can predominantly keep some of the root vegetables, carrots. I have had radishes in the middle of winter. Carrots seem to do the best, which fresh carrot right out of the ground. I tell you what, you go grab one from the store and you grab one right out of the ground, bet me, that store-bought one you're going to be throwing away because it's not as sweet. I'll guarantee you that. So now I still have 5 more to go, and I will do another video for 5 more, points as to what the differences are. But wherever you're at, you can have a homestead. So I wouldn't even begin to think that you could not. So, but we'll end it right here. I don't want to make it too long, and we'll see you next time.